Hey, what's going on, guys? Chris back here for another update video. Now, I just did an update video on the possible cancellation of Saw 11 per the article from Bloody Disgusting, per all the rumors and reports that I have heard over the past year, and now it's about a week later, and we may have just gotten a little bright light at the end of a very long and dark tunnel that is the road to Saw 11. Now, earlier today, I had seen the official report from Lionsgate that Saw 11 has been pulled from their release calendar, and The Strangers Chapter 2 is coming out on the day that Saw 11 was intended to release in September of this year. Now, my first impression was,
oh, well, that's it, isn't it? It's over! You motherfucker!
I really did. I thought that that was the end for Saw 11, and that was their way of telling us that the film has been canceled. And I thought that that was it. I thought that that was their way of telling us that they had pulled the plug on Saw 11, and it would no longer be happening. That is until I saw this article from The Hollywood Reporter. Now, Billy the Puppet, our favorite puppet Billy, has been posting on social media throughout the day. Now, going back to that Hollywood Reporter article, there was a statement from Billy the Puppet, aka Lionsgate, where it says, "I've seen the rumors. They say it's game over. You all should know me better than that. The game is never over." What does that mean exactly? I'm not entirely sure, but it goes a little bit further than that. Then we go to the official Saw page on X, formerly Twitter. Look, I don't care what brand you put on the app, I'm always going to call it Twitter. But we go over to the Saw official pages, and we see that they have shared a post from about a week ago when we were all talking about the possible cancellation due to the Bloody Disgusting article. Someone posted a funny picture of Billy the Puppet in the unemployment line, and today they reshared that post and simply said, "You thought," and then shared a link to Billy the Puppet's new LinkedIn account. So right on Billy the Puppet's LinkedIn profile, you can see his profile picture says #employed. If you go down in his bio, it says life coach at Lionsgate, which I find very interesting. We're going to talk about that in just a second. And then you go into the about, puppet that has been in the game for 20 plus years experience in civil engineering, game design, and life coaching. And then it says Lionsgate 20 years, 6 months. I think that this is very interesting, particularly the part where it says life coach at Lionsgate. Now, obviously, that's a play on some dialogue that John Kramer had in Saw X.
I help people overcome inner obstacles. Help them make positive changes in their lives.
Like a life coach, yeah?
Something like that.
But the interesting part of that is at Lionsgate. Now, we have heard whispers and reports that a possible solution was maybe selling the Saw franchise over to another studio, in which case they would probably completely start over. And that might still happen. We don't know. But based on everything that I've seen today, it's looking like maybe Saw's still with Lionsgate, but yet, you know, Billy's talking about how he's still employed, he still has a job. So does that mean that something is indeed coming from Lionsgate? Because the ideal scenario, for me at least, I can't speak for all of you, but for me, the ideal scenario is have Lionsgate buy all the rights to the Saw franchise, and they keep it going. Because if you guys don't know, all the Saw rights belong with Twisted Pictures. Lionsgate is only the distributor. They are the ones who put the movie out. Twisted Pictures is the one who owns the rights and makes the movie. So Lionsgate can't do anything Saw related without Twisted Pictures giving their approval, which is where all the problems were coming from. So did Lionsgate buy the rights to the Saw franchise? And because we know that Lionsgate still wants to make Saw 11. So if Lionsgate has the rights to Saw 11, or to the Saw franchise, and I'm not saying that they do, again, this is pure speculation at this point, then maybe we are still going to get Saw 11 as planned. It just might be a little bit later. That's why it's not, it got pulled from the release calendar, because they don't know how long it's going to take to get things moving again. That's certainly one possible scenario, and to me, that's the best case scenario. Another scenario is that Saw is going to keep going at another studio with a possible reboot, which for me, that is the absolute last thing that I want. You know, I'm fine with keeping the movies going with or without Tobin. Sure, it would be great to have them there. And them, I mean, you know, Tobin, Shawnee, and Costas. But if we have to keep things going with new stories and new characters, but still under the same timeline, I'm perfectly fine with that too. But what I don't want is a completely let's start from scratch reboot. But the way that this is looking, again, I don't want to read too much into this because I don't want to get too excited and then have it all go to shit again. But let's will this into existence, Saw fans. Let's just assume that Lionsgate has bought all the rights to the Saw franchise. They now have complete control over it. And since they still want to make Saw 11, do you think, let me know in the comments, do you think we are going to get Saw 11 as planned, just at a much later date? Because I think that's certainly more possible now than it was a couple weeks ago, just based on everything that we have seen coming out within the past 24 hours. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. What do you guys want in the future of the Saw franchise? Do you want a complete reboot? Do you want to continue on from Saw X? Are you somebody who wants to continue on from Saw 3D? I know a lot of people want that. Do you want like a spiral type of movie where it's about new stories and new characters but still in the same consistent timeline? Let me know what you guys want from the future. What do you think all of this that we're talking about in this video means? Let me know. And if you guys like Saw and you guys want more Saw content, be sure to like, subscribe, all that good stuff. So until next time, guys.
Game over.